When it comes to gaming, there is a lot of emphasis on how good your sound is. If you can't hear enemy footsteps or you can't clearly communicate with your team, you can have a really bad time trying to actually win any kind of game. Now, I've been looking at getting some in ear monitors, or IEMs as they're known, and KZ Acoustics reached out to me and provided me with this right here. Now, this is their model called Gale, the KZ Gale. And what I really like about the packaging is that there's nothing really to it. They're trying to go for a more eco-friendly design. They even say that on the packaging. So they've basically just slimmed it down as much as possible. Now, this is going to be the black model. It'll have a 3.5 millimeter plug, so like your standard headphone port. And this one does have a mic. Now, you can get it without the mic if you want. And you can also order it with a USB-C connector, which I think is actually really cool. I'm going to go ahead and pop these out of the packaging and let's take a look at them. All right, so in the box, we've got this little product card. This is just kind of like your warranty card if you fill that out. We have a cable, it looks like. Now, these are wired if you don't know that. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like. So this is how in-ear monitors kind of really stand out. They use this two-plug system. And then, like I said, this one has the microphone on it. So it looks like it actually has dual microphones to help cancel out any kind of background noise, which is really, really helpful when you're trying to communicate with people. Then, like I said, you have that standard 3.5 millimeter jack, which I can plug directly into my sound mixer on my computer. You can use it on a tablet or a phone. So there are the actual cable that it comes with. And here are the actual IEMs themselves. They are really sleek looking. Looks like they're in a clear shell. I'm going to pop these out real fast. So yes, these do come in this amazing clear shell that so you can see all the internals of them. And it looks like it just comes with one pair of these little earbud tips. So I'm sure you can purchase more. I saw some on Amazon from them, so you can always grab them there. Now, the reason I want to try in-ear monitors so bad is that they're used by some very high-level professional Counter-Strike players, such as Nico. And if he's relying on something like this to be able to hear all these different sounds in game, they've got to be something pretty incredible. Okay, so setting these up is really, really simple. I just took a quick look at it to make sure I was doing everything you need to. So I've got my cable here. The one with the microphone I'm going to use as the right ear. So you take the piece that's meant for the right ear, and you can always find out by just popping it in real fast and making sure that it fits. But all you have to do is take the cable and plug it in like so, and now it's ready to use. So you can wrap it behind your ear, plug it in, and now you're ready to rock. So they're very comfortable. A lot more comfortable than just like standard earbuds, it feels. I think because some of the weight is maybe taken off of your ear by it resting on the top. So I think it looks good. They definitely fit well. I'm going to go ahead and set up the other one, and then let's take a look and see what these sound like listening to music. All right, I've got a song pulled up right here. This is Against the Raging Tide, and the song is called Australia. I wanted to use this song because it starts with bass guitar and then slowly adds in drums, guitar, and then vocals. I thought this would be a good way to test how the bass response is and see how the treble is and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and start the song. Definitely, definitely tell there's some good bass. The audio is very, very clear. Yeah, you can really tell like the range. You can hear all the little bits and details of the song, which is great. I feel like I'm getting more clarity than I would on like a traditional headset from in-ear monitors. Okay, so I'm really, really liking the quality of the audio coming from it. I do also want to point out that these are really comfortable. You kind of forget you're wearing them since, like I said, most of the weight feels like it's taken off of your ear by having it go over. And then they do have like such a nice contoured shape that they actually kind of just sit right there. It's comfortable. They don't fall out, which is great. You don't want that. I think the next thing we have to do is definitely test some gaming and see how the directional sound is. The directional audio is really good. You can tell where people are coming from pretty easily. Ooh. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and test the microphone on the actual IEMs, and here it is. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm going to take a listen to it after this is recorded, but I also wanted to do one more thing on this little review. I went ahead and grabbed the USB version of the cable. So it's got USB-C on one end with a built-in DAC, and then it's the same setup. I want to try that and see if the audio quality makes a difference, as in the price point is only a couple bucks different, and see if it's worth just paying that few extra dollars. But so again, this is coming from the mic on the KZ Gale. All right, so I just listened to the quality of the actual inline mic, and I have to say it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Now, on this one, it does have dual microphones. There's one on either side, and that's really good for noise canceling. It also has a button on it, so if you're using it on your phone, you can like skip songs and listen, like activate Siri and all that kind of stuff. Now, I have plugged in the USB-C version, so it is going to my computer. And I'm just going to take a quick listen to the same song I did earlier and see if I can notice a big difference in sound quality. Definitely. So I would definitely say that if you were going to pick these up, that I would skip the version that comes with the 3.5 millimeter connection, and I would just get the USB-C one. I think the quality of audio for the price difference is 100% worth it. All right, guys. So here is my final opinion. The in-ear monitors sound really good, especially when paired with the USB version, just because then you get that DAC that's built into the USB. You get the different equalizers from that, which is really great. Now, playing games, I like that you don't only just get left and right audio, but it almost feels like you get up and down. When I was playing Fortnite, I could tell when someone was above or below really easily, where some over the ear ones is a little bit more difficult. So right now on their website, if you get these, they are only $13.99. Yeah, 14 US dollars for the 3.5 millimeter version. Now with the USB-C, which does include that DAC, like I mentioned, it's $18.99. So 19 bucks versus 14 bucks. For a $5 difference, I would 100% recommend the USB-C version. You can also pick them up on Amazon. They're about $27 over there. But from their actual website, which is linked in the description below, you can get them for under 20 bucks with the USB-C. They look good. They sound good. They honestly feel good. As someone who wears glasses, likes to wear hats, beanies, hoods, it's nice not having, the big headset that interferes with it. I think I'm definitely going to stick with these for now as my main headphones, but I am going to look into other versions of their in-ear monitors. I want to check out some of them and see if going up, even just like $20 makes a huge difference. I really want to thank you guys for hanging out and watching the video. please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video.